Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final walk.
Category, featuring Komranshaw Ustapirian of Tajikistan. He's up against Ite Golan of Israel. It'll be Ustapirian in the white judogi, Golan in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Amano Akiko of Japan. And with commentary on this and all this afternoon's medal matches, it's a very warm welcome to former world champion Dennis van der Geest. Good afternoon, Dennis.
Good afternoon, Sheldon. Third day here in Antalya, and looking forward to this final block with some really nice matches coming up. Let's start with the 90 kilograms.
It's a new one on me, to be honest. It's a Golan from Israel. I haven't seen a great deal of him, but he's made his way to the bronze medal contest. Ustapirian is a completely different kettle of fish, as they say. An experienced fighter. I've just got the feeling that Golan is going to have his hands full here.
Yes.
It's not the biggest of judo nations or the strongest of judo nations, Tajikistan, but once in a while it will produce, you know, a really class player. Israel, on the other hand, well, regularly turning out quality fighters.
Yeah, Ustapirian is not a fighter that won a medal at the World Championships or at the Olympics, but managed to win already 3 Grand Prix. Medaled a few times, silver medals, bronze medals, so he knows the drill.
Both fighters pick up penalties, sorry.
Yeah, and a real hard fight for the Kumikata. Both fighting for both sleeves. Here, Taitoshi for Ustapirian. It's difficult to make a good throw out of these Kumikata situation where both fighters are fighting for the sleeves. Not giving too much of themselves. Don't open too much. The referee very sharp. Normally you have to tie your belt again, but this is not the belt, this is trousers. Ustapirian has the grip he wants. Fighted for it for almost 2 minutes. And there it is. Big Taitoshi. Azari score. Well, maybe they change it because there was so much rotation. Now the Wazari is still on the board, but there was a lot of rotation from Golan. Here it is again.
Where we were talking about the experience of Ustapirian, scored, you know, there's still time on the board for Golan, but I just feel that there's just so much experience in the Tajik fighter that Golan is going to find it very difficult to come back from this.
And every time when, oh, here it is again, and he just lets himself thrown because Ousteperion was really controlling the grips. Golan wanted to get his right hand on the back of Ousteperion, but every time when he was even close, Ousteperion managed to break that grip and opens up for this Taetoshi.
Yeah, it was a slightly tired-looking defence, if we can call it a defence, from Golan in the end. The second time that he went in, it was almost, oh, here we go again.
Yes.
I better go.
he already felt that it was really difficult for him to get out of this difficult situation. I think, yeah, here you can see that he tries to put his right hand over, but well executed.
Actually, to be fair, there was no way off that. The sleeves were completely trapped, and maybe that's why it gave the impression of a lack of defence. It wasn't that he actually lacked the ability to defend. He'd be completely trapped there. Normally you see some kind of resistance, don't you?
Yeah, but you see his left hand already. He's holding the sleeve himself, but because the arm is completely wrapped up to the body of Ousteperion, it's no way for him to escape. And then the only way you can escape is putting your head in the mat, but then you know for sure you will get a Hansokamake.
Or worse.
Or worse, yes. Well, not even think about that.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah.
Another terrific position. He got into position well twice, didn't he?
Yes.
Well executed from Komronshaw, Ousteperion. Okay, we've got a second bronze medal contest coming up. Alexander Kukolja of Serbia will face Avtandil Cherikishvili of Georgia. It'll be Kukolja in the white judogi, Cherikishvili in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Ramzidin Saidov of Uzbekistan.
The referee from Uzbekistan is Ramzidin Saidov. Now, please welcome judoka in blue judogi representing Georgia.
Family afternoon out. A few of the youngsters with their parents in the stands watching on, and there's L.A. Smith III, who we had a chat with earlier on, in the United States of America. He would very much like to have been involved in this final block. Had a little bit of bad luck.
Yes.
At LA early on, but he's hanging in there. See him on the tour a little bit later in the year, I'm sure.
Cherikishvili, former world champion, eh?
Absolutely. Remember seeing him with the red back patch on.
A few years ago, I think 2014.
Missed there with the left leg, Kukolja.
Kukolja just hops out of the mat, preventing from that Uchimata. Kukolje really having a difficult time with the gripping of Tsigirishvili. What he wants is this left hand on the back of the Georgian judogi. Now Tsigirishvili is getting a penalty for grabbing, I think, inside of the sleeve.
Just foul of that gripping rule.
Hops in with Uchimata. Oh, really nice counter of Kukolje. Yeah, it is difficult to throw Kukolje with Uchimata because he's so tall. Long legs, so you can hop whatever you want, but you cannot make like the lift, just enough lift. I'm going to watch it one more time. If this is a score for Kukolje. But Tsigirishvili turned more than enough. Here's to Uchimata. Kukolje waiting for a moment so he can counter-attack. Here it is. Because Tsigirishvili already felt the danger. But they still give Azari. Okay. For Tsigirishvili.
For Tsigirishvili.
Well, I missed this one. Well, that's not something Tsigirishvili can do many times, because it's still 1.5 minutes in the fight. And he gets the penalty. So it's already 2 penalties for him. Oh! Well, if we had any doubt about this first Azari, it just makes it really clear for us. With a real nice turn from out of the left position, just turned himself 180 degrees to a big hip throw.
A little bit of a smile on his face there as well, Tsigirishvili. Things worked out for him.
This is first medal this year for Tsigirishvili, and in his career, 6th medal in the Grand-Prix.
Look at the right hand of Tsigirishvili on the belt. Normally you grab the belt completely on the back, but he just did it in the front and made a 180-degree turn from left to right hip throw, just to be sure that he lifted Kukolje enough, because you need a lot of lift because Kukolje is big. He also puts up his right foot, his right leg.
Up until the point that Tsigirishvili gets the turn, the right hand on the hip is working, but the minute that Tsigirishvili turns away, that becomes useless.
Yes.
he takes everything away. All that he's doing then is riding on the hip, and as Dennis said, that right leg just sweeping up there for extra impetus.
Yeah, that can make a big difference, maybe 1 or 2 centimeters. You saw Kukolje still putting his hand on the ground, but it wasn't enough. So now the moment for the Turkish spectators, their chance of a gold medal here in Antalya.
Indeed it is. Mikhail Özler of Turkey faces Georgia Papunashvili of Georgia. It's Özler in the white judogi, Papunashvili in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Roberta Chioglia of Italy. You've been looking forward to this one, haven't you, Dennis?
Yes, because I think it's a good thing when you have a Grand Prix in your own country, that you have some players who are capable of winning medals. And we saw a bronze medal for Turkey the first day. Yesterday, unfortunately, no medals, but today we have, I think, 2 chances. This is the first one.
His defence there from Özler looks solid. There was never a moment there that he looked in real danger. And it wasn't a bad attack, it was just that he had it covered, didn't he? Oh, and I missed the signal, but it could be for passivity, because I don't think that was a false attack. It was just well blocked.
Yeah, that's always a difficult discussion, because you see Papanashvili just drops on his knees and nothing happens with Özler, but it was just because he had a real good defense.
Yeah, and he wasn't escaping from a difficult situation. Anyhow, I suspect that maybe I don't know, I didn't see the signal, but I suspect it would be...
it really was for a better attempt.
Oh, really? Oh, dear. Someone's so strong in front of you, and you've got a good defence.
I think Özler has got a really good tactic here. Not fighting on the back of Papanashvili, really defends very well with 2 hands on the lapel, just defending, but still also possible for himself to do something. Now he's in, also on the back, so this is of course a difficult situation, because you can see Papanashvili likes this. He's waiting.
He's waiting for a move from Özler.
Yes, so he can counter-attack him. If I was Özler, I would just stand like this. Yeah, but here he is. This was a good attack.
And it will be Papanashvili, because he's been standing there doing nothing, who's likely to pick up a second penalty.
That's what the crowd wants, but...
a little bit early, because it's just 1 cycle. I mean, if he continues to do that, then yes.
If Özler managed to put his left hand again in the right position there, now he's in a bit of trouble, because he knows what Papanashvili wants to do. Yeah, but it continues, so it looked really poor, but because he pulled him over a little bit, I think it was just enough. Papanashvili rearranging his gear. There we go again.
Half a minute left to go. Single Shido against Papanashvili. Over the top now from Özler's got to attack. Yeah, just left it that little bit too long.
And you know, we've seen this a few times in the last few days, and sometimes they get a little bit more time for it, but then already from the beginning on there's more pressure on the opponent, and now they were just standing still. We did not see something coming from Özler.
How quickly the time's gone. Again, you know, he steps around that. It's not a bad effort, but, you know, Özler is wise to it. He steps away from it.
Yeah.
And doesn't get involved in any kind of problems there.
So golden score.
Over the top again.
Over the top again, and now managed to make an attack a bit faster.
You know, the warning was enough for him to realise, hey, I've got to be a little bit quicker here.
Oh, now his Turkish coach knows the tactical plan to fight against the Georgian. Here it is again.
He hasn't got a lot of choice, because when he gets that hand on, there's only one place for him to go, and that's over the back. And it's Papanashvili who picks up the second penalty. It's been coming for a while.
Yeah, I think Özler is doing a great job, because with this grip he has, every time he knows how to defend from the right hand of Papanashvili, and Papanashvili cannot fill the gap just enough. That was really close to a score. I think Özler just has to continue with the left hand on the lapel. Maybe now he gets a little bit too close, Papanashvili, but he's making the Sumigashi as an escape. But because Papanashvili is also a little bit tired, he cannot show the referee that it was a false attack, so it was just enough. And let's see what will happen now. Was it enough what Özler did? No, we continue. There it is again, the left hand. And again, yes! Really nice ippon. So it's a gold medal for Turkey. And he fought like a really good final, because it was very smart from the beginning on. There was absolutely no time that Papanashvili could get into the game, could make his throws. Özler, every time he had the right grip, and after a while, a few minutes, you saw Papanashvili getting problem with his, with the energy, and you felt that Özler could put a little bit more in it, could take a little bit more risk, and finishes this final with a brilliant Aragoshi.
Yeah, the first thing for Papanashvili on his checklist was to close down the scoring options for Özlem and make it difficult for him. There were a couple of efforts there, some you know, not the strongest of Serenagi efforts. One of them ended up with him picking up a Shido for a false attack, which I thought was quite harsh, because Özlem put up a good defence. Thereafter, it was then about Özlem trying to find a way past the defence of Papanashvili, and right at the end, as they went into golden score, it was a way of him breaking him down completely, using the fact that he didn't have the power to keep him out anymore, and coming up with the better scoring techniques.
Yeah,
indeed the only one.
Yeah, he started Haragoshi, Taitoshi Haragoshi style, makes it off with the Makikomi.
Yeah, just slips the arm over the head in the end to finish off with what, at that stage, you know, looks like the classic Makikomi. It didn't start that way, but it ends up.
Yeah, sometimes you get in, you break the balance of your opponent, and then slipping through the Makikomi will give you that little bit of extra rotation that you need to make it a score.
Well, as Dennis van der Geest was saying, if you want to end the competition well, make sure you have a gold medal for the host nation on the final day, and Ursula in the end.
Three rings for Ursula the whole night, I think.
Coming up next, the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 78 kilo category. Nefeli Papadakis of the United States of America faces Luisa Malzahn of Germany. It'll be Papadakis in the white judogi, Malzahn in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Orlando Cruz of the Dominican Republic.
Yes, and Malzahn knows what to do. Her biggest rival from Germany, Wagner, she's in the final, so the best thing she can do now is win a bronze medal.
Yeah, to keep some kind of contact with Wagner as she climbs the dizzy heights of the International Judo Federation world ranking list. Wagner on her way up. Malzahn, if she wants to stay in touch, needs to take this bronze medal. It's a big ask for Papadakis. Never been around this kind of finish. And one of the most experienced fighters on the circuit in front of her, Luisa Malzahn.
No, Papadakis already a few years in the circuit, but never close to winning a medal at a Grand Prix or a Grand Slam.
Just blocking out there with the left arm for a moment, slightly more orthodox now.
Zugang sehr gut. Kontrolle. Rechtsarm enge. Reaktionen spielen.
Oh. Just managed to turn out. Malzahn feels that it's possible because it's a right-handed to right-handed situation, but she's so much stronger in her grip. that Papadakis, the only thing she can do is defend. She starts also a bit right, but then if Malzahn has like two hands really strong, the only thing she can do is defend. Not having a slight chance of trying to do something herself. If she wants to do something, she has to do it like just in the beginning of the fight after every mete. Now she has a chance. Now she can work out and do something, because the moment Malzahn has her strong grip, it's really difficult for Papadakis to get herself into a scoring position.
Plenty of support for it. Well, I say plenty. There are a couple of guys up there.
100% of all the Americans who are in the venue
backing her up. Yeah. What is she was warming up with then?
Big hip throw again for Wazari, and I think straight into the hold down. Yeah.
Didn't time the turn. He chose to turn, you know, away from her, but didn't time the turn to drag Malzahn over the top. In effect, just made that little bit stronger for the German in the end. 10 seconds was all that was needed for the Osai Komi, because there was already Wazari on the board. A 5th place finish for Papadakis. Louisa Malzahn keeps pace with Anna Maria Wagner, taking a bronze medal here. Medal number 21. And poor old Papadakis is still looking for medal 1. That's just a measure of how difficult a job it was for the American when facing someone of Louisa Malzahn's experience.
Really deep turn into it with the hip. Great drive. Holding the sleeve, because she knows if she holds this sleeve, she can directly go into the Newaza. Good, that little touch with the right foot of Malzahn just before she started with the hip throw. And the symbol of love to somebody in the venue. It wasn't you, Sheldon, I'm sorry.
Not on this occasion, no. Coming up next, the second of the bronze medal contest in the under 78 kilo category, Anastasia Turchin of the Ukraine faces Patrycja Sampaio of Portugal. It'll be Turchin in the white judogi, Sampaio in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Turbat Ensetse of Mongolia. Anastasia Turchin is one of those fighters who some years ago as a junior suggested that by this point she would have been a little bit further along, you know, just hasn't quite worked out for her.
No, and Sampaio is a newbie, still very young, 19 years old, but had a great start of 2019 with a bronze medal in Marrakesh and also a bronze medal last week in Tbilisi.
dá para a direita, não podes ir à gola, tem que ser na manga, puxar para ti.
For Anastasia Turchin. Antalya feels quite comfortable with the silver medal last year.
Manga para ti.
Издалека не лезь, не подготовлен. Чуть быстрее все.
Isso, a manga tem que ser sempre para ti, ok? Vai, tudo igual, roda à direita por dentro.
Брать, не ждать, брать. Хорошо. Стой. Ниже грузить жестче. Зацеп можно сделать, до конца надо сделать. Вперед.
Both fighting real like one-sided. Sampaio really right-handed, Turchin really left-handed, but now she tries to make the switch to the other side. Sampaio, first moment we saw one of the girls doing this in this contest. Harugoshi of Turchin. I think the possibility of making a score for both fighters is not with a throw to the front, but maybe to the back. Both standing like in some sort of V stance. This is the second time Sampaio tried something on the left side. She feels that it's really difficult for her to break through the grip of Turchin with a right-handed throw. There it is again. Yes, it wasn't that good executed, so she's getting a penalty for it. It's also difficult if you're standing the way Sampaio stands. It's really right-hand stand. If she wants to throw Turchin in a left throw, she has to make almost a 360-degree turn. Harugoshi again. Turchin looks a little bit more solid, stands a little bit stronger. It's Sampaio who shows more variation in her techniques, but not strong enough. Here again, trying to do a left seonage. but it's such a big rotation she has to make, and she gets another Shido for it. Because of this rotation, it takes a long time until you're in, and it gives Turchin a lot of time to defend. So it's the golden score now with 2 Shidos on the board for Sampaio.
Yeah, Turchin with the real advantage here, having gone in regulation time without picking up a penalty. A single slip now by Sampaio will be enough to put her out. The pressure that she'll feel, knowing that as well. Well, she has to open up here. Turchin can afford to just step back a little bit.
Yep. Oh, really good counter. That's what I said. I think here is the biggest chance for both women, but especially for Sampaio to do something. Not to throw on the front, but counter her to the backside.
And that was sharp work from Sampaio there, just missing out.
And again, this is I think this is a better attempt than the Seonagi she showed before.
Turchin picking up a penalty for passivity. Just sitting back that little bit too much.
Sampaio tries to pedal herself back, but no, she managed to get over. Here's the Seonagi attack again. Gets her into trouble in Ewaza. It's under. It's underneath. It's underneath.
Yeah,
and it's
had to
Ippon,
tap out.
yes. And well, she made 2 times. She made Ippon Seonagi on the left, and she got 2 Shidos for it. And now she tried for a 3rd time. And what I said, it takes so much time to make the complete rotation for this left Seonage. And Turchin already had the hand on the lapel, so the only thing she had to do is just continue in this Shimewaza, because the lapel was already under the chin.
Well, Anastasia Turchin can feel a little bit happier coming away with a bronze medal in the under 78 kilo category. Wasn't one of the top 4 seeds this morning, but she's managed to find her way to the podium. It was Malzahn, Wagner, Shmileva and Antomachi. Dennis.
Good to see how she already also grabs the leg with her right hand just to make the gap a little more smaller. Here you can see it with the right hand on the leg. And with this Seonage, she really dropped into it herself. So I think here you see the Seonage, and already the lapel is under the chin. Turns around, feels that it's not strong enough, so that's why she needs the hand on the trousers. Here it is, Seonage, now it's already under. Turning around, she feels, yeah, okay, it's under, but it's not enough. I need this right hand on the leg. That gives her enough power to pull hard enough and to finish it with this beautiful shimiwata. Nice bronze medal for the Ukraine.
The moment of having to tap out caught there for us in all its discomfort.
Yeah, but I think this is what the coach will say. Like this left Seonage, maybe that wasn't the right decision.
We come now to the final of the under 78 kilo category. Kaliema Antomarchi of Cuba faces Anna Maria Wagner of Germany. It'll be Antomarchi in the white judogi, Wagner in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Everardo Garcia of Mexico.
The referee for this final for Mexico, Everardo Garcia. Welcome to Judoka in blue judogi, representing Germany, 2018 Marrakesh Grand Prix winner, Anna Maria Wagner. In white judogi, representing Cuba.
Fairly similar builds, these two athletes. They normally have the advantage of height and reach and everything, but they are very evenly matched. Maybe Wagner just a couple of centimeters taller, what do you think?
Maybe. Oh, I saw a Kouchi attempt, so it was just not enough. It was really close. We have the same situation as the earlier bronze medal contest with complete left to a complete right fighter. I think the referee, just asked for this moment. Look what happens. Comes in. Antomarchi wants to counter-attack her, lift her, and there you saw the Kouchi. We don't know for sure if it was enough, but I think this is the right decision.
Okay, Anna Maria Wagner coming up with the score. Antomarchi looking to go around the back, but didn't take into account the possibility of Wagner coming up.
But this will still be 3 more real interesting minutes, because they're really fighting quite open, both putting her hands on the back. Wagner, of course, now trying to put her right hand a bit more on the lapel, trying to get Antomarchi a bit more away from her, not getting her too close. Of course, Antomarchi knows what to do. She has to fight herself as close as possible, because then she can lift, then she can make the hip throws. And there it is again. I think it's enough.
It's the same, yeah.
Not the Kouchi, but the
Ouchi this time.
Yes, but it was Antomarchi who again tried to lift her over with the Uranake. But Antomarchi, did not have enough control. Two times the lifting attempt by the Cuban girl, counter-attacked by Kouchi, and maybe there was still a bit of discussion, but here there was absolutely no discussion, because you clearly saw Wagner making an Ouchigari attempt, just pushed her on the back.
This is the first, no, this is the second action, isn't it? She's already on the board with Wazari.
Completely out of the tatami, yeah? Hirsto Ichigari. So no doubt about that. The only doubt maybe because they were already out of the tatami, but it was in one, how do you say it?
One action.
Yeah, one
they
action.
Joined together because it was the counter to the action started from Kaliema inside the contest era there. And this is the counter to it. So that's why they've left it. That's the only explanation that can account for that score being given. Anna Maria Wagner of Germany, the gold medal winner in the under 78 kilo category. We've got the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 90 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the president of the Turkish Judo Federation, Mr. Cesar Jesus. First of the bronze medals goes to Aftandil Chirikishvili of Georgia. There's a bronze medal also for Komranchor Ustapirion of Tajikistan. Silver medal goes to Georgi Papunashvili of Georgia. But the gold medal goes to Mikhail Özler of Turkey.
Prize money and the flowers will be presented by IGF Media and Marketing Direct Manager, Mr. Vlad Marinescu.
Prize money is being presented by the International Judo Federation Marketing Manager, Mr. Vlad Marinescu.
Yeah, and good finish in his final. Really nice hip on. And the national anthem of Turkey it is, in Turkey.
The winning quartet, quick photograph with the two VIPs, and then they like to call that the family picture. Chirikishvili and Ustapirion were the bronze medal winners. Papunashvili took the silver. It was Özler who walked away with the gold medal. Right, we come now to the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 100 kilo category. Leonardo Gonçalves of Brazil is up against Toma Nikiforov of Belgium. It's Gonçalves in the white judogi, Nikiforov in blue, the referee in the middle. So this one is Hyun Suk-hee of the Republic of Korea.
Belgium former world bronze medalist Toma Nikiforov. In the white judogi from Brazil, Leonardo Gonçalves.
Nikiforov lost out in the semi-final to Rafael Buzzacarini. That put him in this bronze medal contest. Leonardo Gonçalves
Lost against Idir.
Yeah, lost to Alexander Idir of France. He then had to battle through the repechage, defeating Ohat Salan of Hungary in the repechage contest.
Nikiforov picks up first penalty after a minute in the fight. And yes, nice Wasari for the Belgium.
He persisted, didn't he?
Yes, but also the effort he put in it from the first moment, just really great style of getting into this big throw. Sort of Seo Toshi on one side, puts his right leg really deep in, creating the moment for himself, because there was not like a real good moment. Gonçalves had a really strong grip. Here he does it again, and I think it's enough for a second Wasari. He's really happy with this bronze medal.
Yeah, strong enough to bring Gonçalves down, and he just couldn't get off that side. Just enough there to squeeze out a second score.
Yeah, of course, in judo it's all about momentum. You need to have the right moment to launch your techniques. But of course you can make this momentum a little bit bigger with some power. That's what Nikiforov did.
Two scores from Nikiforov.
This was the first one. So launched this Seo Toshi with a lot of power. There we see it again. Straight into some, how do you say it? Is it a Seo Nage? Is it a Seo Toshi? But he opens up the body of the Brazilian with a lot of power.
I'll go for the Seotoshi, as you've said.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, drop. Slightly unorthodox grip,
Yeah.
but he ends up putting him away well.
And here he started with the Oso Dagari with the right hand over the top. Feels that he has the arm, he unbalanced the Brazilian straight into the Makikomi. Nice also to see how he changes the position. First it is like some sort of more haragoshi, and here he makes the change. Luke steps with his left leg, he makes another step, just straight to the back of the Brazilian. Good feeling of where the balance was of the Brazilian.
Coming up next, the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 100 kilo category. Elmar Gazimov of Azerbaijan faces Ramadan Darwish of Egypt. It'll be Gazimov in the white judogi, Darwish in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Frank Deutsch of Germany. Maybe there'll be something for the Azeri fans to cheer about here. Just out of your shot there, the hands of Darwish, which undoubtedly are completely bandaged up. He's famous for the amount of bandaging he uses on his hands. Maybe he should get that with a sponsor, a Band-Aid or someone, you know, whoever makes that strapping. Just go through miles of it.
Yeah, but if you see those hands, you also know what kind of fighter Darwish is. It's all about gripping. And that's also how he starts the final, or the bronze medal contest. The real strong left-handed grip. Oh, just turns him. And it's a Nippon, I think. Wazari for Gazimov. Yes, Wazari. Well, this is what Gazimov likes, because he's so good in counter-attacking, that every time Darwish now tries to make a big hip throw, Gazimov can just wait for it. Darwish with his strong left hand, and Gazimov is not trying to defend from this grip, now just grabs him at the elbow. Look, so he's not on the lapel, not on the back, no, there, on the elbow, because he knows that if Darwish comes in with a haragoshi or something, that he can immediately counter-attack him. Here. And you know, somebody who grabs you like this gives you an uncomfortable feeling, because he's not really fighting against you. Darwish can make the kumikata he wants. He can put the left hand just in the neck of Gazimov, just where he wants it. And Gazimov is not fighting for it, not breaking the grip. No, just holds his hand on the right, just giving Darwish the feeling like, come on, just do it. I know, you can throw me, you can throw me. And the moment that Darwish will try it, he will counter-attack him.
And Darwish committed the cardinal error of trailing by Wazari and then giving up a passivity penalty. Minute 20 odd left to go. Still that single score of Wazari on the board for Gazimov.
Look at the grip of Gazimov. One hand on the elbow, the other one already, well, on the lapel, but as low as you can get. Just giving Darwish the feeling like, okay, well, I'm a Wazari, I have a Wazari on the board, but just try it, man. Just try and do one more big left hip throw or something.
Give me a chance to counter.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really an unpleasant feeling if you fight a fighter like that.
And he was okay with that last action where both fighters picked up penalties.
Yeah, for him no problem, because now Darwish has already 2 Shidos.
And Wazari down.
Mm-hmm.
Time running out here for Darwish. He's got to get going.
Maybe now Gazimov is a little bit too much bent over, so he gets another penalty, but he looked at the scoreboard, sees 9 seconds, 5 seconds, so he knows this will be enough. Maybe one more chance for Darwish, but
let it get away from him, yeah. Darwish, to be honest. He should have been able to come up with a few more attacks during that period when he trailed by Wazari. Gazimov, I suppose, could be said to have managed things well, but really, Darwish should have offered up a little bit more.
Darwish knew that the chance of getting counter-attacked when he wanted to make like a real big hip throw, left hip throw, was real big, because that's what Gazimov was waiting for. But then at least give it a try, maybe one or twice. And then, well, okay, you've been counter-attacked maybe one more time for 2 Wazaris. But then at least you tried.
Dear spectators, you can see the highlights of this bronze medal contest on the screen.
Basically, after that score, Gazimov pretty much shut up shop, was closed for business.
Yeah, it's all about the right hand there of Gazimov. I said before, like grabbing on the elbow. And this is, well, he uses it as a steering wheel, you know, like he's riding a big truck. Look at the right hand of Gazimov. Just turns him over. Here we can see it.
We come now to the final of the under 100 kilo category. Alexander Idier of France faces Rafael Buzzacarini of Brazil. It'll be Idier in the white judogi, Buzzacarini in blue. Referee in the middle for this one is Lubomir Peter of Australia.
The referee is from Australia, Mr. Lubomir Peter. In the blue judogi from Brazil, 9 times Grand Prix medalist Rafael
I have to say that I think Buzzacarini is favourite for this one, given the performance of the day. He just looked sharp, had a really good semi-final. I just feel that he's got the force with him at the moment.
Yes, but it's really an open fighter, a real judo player. He likes to make scores, fights real open, and I think this is in the advantage of Idir. Idir had a bit difficult fights when he was fighting, for example, Darwish. He was like really into strong grip, pushing down with his hands. Buzzacarini is more open fighter, so Idir gets more chances of throwing in, for example, his seonages. Here it is.
Buzzacarini, but not by design, happened to be moving away from that side. Otherwise, Idir may have catapulted him over.
Yeah, I saw Idir doing this a few times. I think also against Lipartogliani once. Just a standing right seonage.
Brought one off earlier on as well, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Did he?
Oh, nice Koichi. It's now already 4 good attacks by Idir. And that's also the result of that, because Buzzacarini picks up a first penalty. And it's not that he's really doing some defensive judo or something, but it's Idir who makes good use of the room he gets from Buzzacarini.
Chega na bola, já chega fazendo. Vamos lá, vai. Não espera ele bater, não.
Idir now in a bit of trouble because Buzzacarini is controlling his right arm with the sleeve. And Idir wants to fight one-handed, because when he's fighting one-handed, there's a possibility for him to throw in the right Ippon seonage, but also the Kouchi attempt we already saw 2 times.
Wasn't able to get close enough to Idir with that attack to really trouble the Frenchman, Buzzacarini. Still just that single Shido against the Brazilian. 1.5 left to go.
Well, maybe he can continue if he can break the grip of Buzzacarini, but it won't happen.
Not now.
Well, he's in trouble now. He has to turn to his back, but if Buzzacarini can maintain the same grip as he had now, with two hands controlling the sleeve of Idir, he has a chance of fighting himself back in this final. Oh, good attempt by Idir.
And a good way of breaking up that grip as well.
Yeah.
Well, it's the right idea from Busacarini. He's got to try and push forward. He's the fighter with the single Shido going towards golden score. He can't afford to pick up a second, so he's got to be active.
Here we are into golden score.
Golden score.
I can't remember a time when Busacarini has really commanded the gripping situation to put Idir under serious threat. It's been the difficulty. Idir has managed this really nicely here.
Now you see there's more and more space for Idir to turn in with his Seonage, because of course also Busacarini gets a bit more tired. There's the Kouchi again. Now there's a chance for Busacarini.
Has he got enough power, Busacarini? Idir still looks as though he's got something left in the tank.
I think Busacarini now already has two Shidos, and every time Idir makes like or the Seonage or the Kouchi on both sides, and those attacks are good enough. This is a chance for him, but Idir managed to escape.
Going over on the right side there, Busacarini. Good attack. He had a minute 20 of golden score. Still Busacarini searching for the best grip from which to launch an attack. Idir had to cover up there.
Yeah, but this is what you said before. He really tried, but there was just a good defense from Busacarini. Tries to fight himself into it. But again, Idir now has to ride. Yeah, and here it is.
Well, he threatened with that earlier on. Busacarini was opening up. He had to chase the contest. 2 penalties against him. He was looking to make something happen. Unfortunately for him, Idir was able to exploit that opening. Came in with a really nice lunging Kojigari that flattened Busacarini. Alexander Idir takes the gold medal in the under 100 kilo category. It's Rafael Busacarini who comes off second best in that one. Never really got to control the contest at any time.
It's his 5th silver medal of Busagarini on a Grand Prix. 5 bronzes, 5 silvers, and again in final he lost. Last week he lost the final against, I don't know, can't remember, in Tbilisi, and now in Antalya. So
there's a pattern emerging.
yes, well.
Or he's established. It was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, good coach.
Yes, caught the left foot. It's nice push on the top half as well. He gave him a real push, and over he went.
I know for sure Busagarini is frustrated about this one, because this was a final where he had some possibilities, but because he's fighting open, he's really trying to find his judo techniques. That's exactly what Idir likes. And showed some really good techniques to the right and to the left. We see Kouchis, and this left Kouchi for Awazari, and for the win, the gold medal.
We've got the awarding ceremony for women in the under 78 kilo category coming up now.
By the referee supervisor of the International Judo Federation, Olympic champion, Mr. Giuseppe Maddaloni.
The medals are being presented by the International Judo Federation refereeing supervisor, former Olympic champion Giuseppe Maddaloni. The first of the bronze medals goes to Anastasia Turchin of Ukraine. There's a bronze medal also for Luisa Malzahn of Germany. Silver medal goes to Kaliema Antomarchi of Cuba. And the gold medal goes to Anna Maria Wagner of Germany.
Prize money and the flowers will be presented by Deputy General Director of the Ministry of Youth and Sports of Turkey.
Para ödülü ve çiçekler, Gençlik ve Spor Bakanlığı Spor Hizmetleri Genel Müdür Yardımcısı Sayın Murat Kocakaya tarafından takdim ediliyor.
Ladies and gentlemen, please all rise for the national anthem of Germany.
And now the national anthem of Germany.
Thank you very much. Now, family picture with VIPs and judo.
Şimdi VIP konuklarımız ve judokalarla aile fotoğrafı çekimi. Madalya kazanan sporcularımızı hep birlikte alkışlayalım.
And Tomarchi just being reminded to show off her medal. Yeah. Turchin and Malzahn, the bronze medalist, and Tomarchi with her silver, and Wagner with the gold. Right, we come to the plus 78 kilo category. The first of the bronze medal contests features Kyra Sayet of Turkey. She's up against Marina Slutskaya of Belarus. It will be Sayet in the white judogi, Slutskaya in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Jefferson Vieira da Roca of Brazil.
Hakemimiz Brezilya'dan Jefferson Vieira. Mavi Judo'da Belarus'tan daha önce 10 kere Grand Prix madalyası kazanan Marina Soluskaya. Ve Beyaz Judo'da 2018 Dünya Üçüncüsü Türkiye'den Kayra Sayit.
Well, the last chance for the home team to snatch a medal here. Kyra Sayed, it's in her hands. All depends on her mood, actually. One of those fighters who, when it's not happening, looks dreadful, and when she's on fire, and bang over the best of them. Slutskaya picked up a penalty for that drop there. It looked suspiciously like another drop. So it was. Half a minute gone,
yeah.
2 penalties.
In 30 seconds, 2 penalties.
But they really were just getting away from Sayet's grip. Didn't like it, 2 drops. Sayet almost climbed onto that in her eagerness to get to grips with Slutskaya.
She knows that she managed to put the right arm again in the neck of Slutskaya, that she doesn't really have a good defense for it, but now Slutskaya is thinking of a better solution, just to fight for the sleeve. Maybe if she knew this from the beginning on, she wasn't in this big trouble. No, just go on. She tried it, stood up. Here it is again, the strong overhand grip of Sayed. But now she has to do also something, just move around with her legs, yeah, something like that. I think this is enough, just getting into the hold down position.
Kamishiro Gatami will finish off Slutskaya. Sayed too experienced to let the Belarusian out of this now.
Really relaxed look in the eyes of Sayed. She feels that it's not possible for Slutskaya to get out of this hold down, and it's a bronze medal for Turkey. Well, it's never been a real match because of Slutskaya picking up 2 penalties so early in the fight, and you already saw that she had a difficult time preventing from the really strong grip of Sayed.
Yeah, she was up against it immediately with the grips. Half a minute in, she was already 2 penalties down, not knowing how to deal with the strong gripping pressure that she came under. And then after that, well, I suppose really the first action that allowed Sayed to come up with a real threat ended up with Slutskaya falling onto her back and then into the Osaikomi.
Still great what Saeed did with the right arm of Slutskaya here, because she has the arm already and turns her over into the hold down. There it goes here, the right arm of Slutskaya. That's the thing she works on. Now pushing on the shoulder just into the hold down, and a bronze medal for Turkey.
Well, we've got a second bronze medal contest in the plus 78 kilo category coming up now. Yasmin Kulbs of Germany faces Senya Chibisova of Russia. It'll be Kulbs in the white judogi, Chibisova in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Friedrich Anna Maria of Hungary.
The referee from Hungary, Mrs. Friedrich Anna Maria. Now, please welcome judoka in blue, representing Russia, 5 times Grand Prix bronze medalist, Senya Chibisova. In white, representing Germany, 10 times Grand Prix medalist, Yasmin Kulbs.
Haven't seen Yasmin Kulbs for a while. Chibisova is a regular on the circuit.
Well,
how else did she compete then, Yasmin Kulbs?
yeah, it was also in Dusseldorf and in Paris Grand Slam, so he wasn't watching that well. But the last time she won a
Depends how many
medal,
fights she had.
yeah, 2017 in Ekaterinburg, second place. So that's already almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, as far as the medaling is concerned, yeah. Kulbs is going to pick up a penalty for stepping off the competition area. Just wandered out there.
For me, that still is impossible. That you just walk out of the mat after 15 or 20 seconds in the fight. I mean, if you're tired later on, here, she walks out again.
Yeah, I don't understand the complete disregard for the competition area. You know where it is.
Yeah, and you know, somebody pushes you to the side, or you know that is happening. But when you're in the beginning, now she had the luck that the referee was, because she walked out and she's almost doing it again.
Yeah.
Now she managed to turn with this Satse, to turn it a little bit, and it's Chibisova.
She'll catch the penalty this time.
Yeah, but she did something like
Oh,
with a
she was lucky then,
Kouchi
yeah.
or something, but well, it's just something you can say to yourself. You know, I was also active athlete, of course, for years. Been there, been around. You can just say to yourself, that will not happen. We cannot see if the lapel is under. No. If you just say to yourself, like, I'm not going to get a penalty of just stepping out of the mat for nothing. But okay, it happened.
Kulbs was on one side for quite a while.
Yes, and she gets another penalty for just walking out. It's Chibisova with a real strong right grip, but good Satse. Endo Saikomi.
He's
She
had to
taps
tap
out.
out there. The arm was across the body, putting some pressure on there. Chibisova, and a bit of discomfort there, tapping out.
Well, Chibisova had like a real strong grip, but she already felt a few times that Kulps her only escape that she could make out of this grip was this satse. Did it already 2 or 3 times. So these 2 times walking out of the mat was maybe not so good, but the satse was really good with those Saikomi afterwards. There is the strong grip of the Russian and a good satse with a good turn from the upper body. She immediately taps out.
It's actually a nice piece of ashiwaza that brought Chibisova down.
Yeah, she's defending from the left hand, and so she also has both hands on one side, and you did not expect that it's possible to make a satse when you have those hands on that side.
Yasmin Kuz, Germany.
We've got a final coming up now, and that features the #1 seed Irina Kinzerska of Azerbaijan. She'll be up against Beatrice Souza of Brazil. It'll be Kinzerska in the white judogi, Souza in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Vyacheslav Peretyeko of Uzbekistan. Kinzerska's done exactly what was expected of her this morning as the #1 seed to make her way to the final. And should she win here, well, that'll put her in a perfect position to stay right at in the top of the pile of plus 78 kilo category fighters.
Souza still continued, but whoa! It's already finished after 17 seconds. Yeah, she's got all the reason to smile, because this is the way you want to end the final. Gold medal for Kinzerska.
Absolutely clattered Beatrice Souza over with that. Yeah. Right through the defence. An incredibly powerful finish.
Her second gold medal at a Grand Prix, I think. Oh, that's a Makikomi. Yeah. No, we have to be honest. Sometimes you see makikomis in the heavyweight section of women and they're not so well executed, but this is a real big one, yeah. Just put a whole weight in it. Tries to break the grip of Sosa, her left arm, and pushing a few times and then changes it. Takes the arm also in the makikomi. So it was for Sousa almost impossible to get out of it. Great finish.
We've got the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 100 kilo category coming up next.
The medals will be presented by refereeing supervisor of the International Judo Federation, World and Olympic Champion, Mrs. Katie Fleury.
The medals are being presented by the IGF referee and supervisor, former World and Olympic champion Kathy Fleury. The first of the bronze medals goes to Elmar Gazimov. There's a bronze medal too for Tomoniki Forov. Azeri and the Belgian sharing the bronze medals. Silver medal goes to Rafael Buzzacarini of Brazil. And the gold medal goes to Alexander Idier of France.
Prize money and the flowers will be presented by former president of the Turkish Judo Federation.
Para ödülü ve çiçekler Türkiye Judo Federasyonu eski başkanı Sayın Natik Canca tarafından takdim ediliyor.
That was the coach Higari that brought him the gold.
Nice breakfall there from Buzzacarini. All you youngsters watching, get your breakfall in.
Yes. If you go, then break your fall. Small rectification about Kincerska, already won 3 gold medals at because she was fighting for Ukraine before,
Yes.
and now for Azerbaijan.
Quite right.
So she picked up a few more medals, but not for Azerbaijan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please all rise for the national anthem of France.
And now the national anthem of France.
Thank you very much. Family picture with the recent judo.
Şimdi geldiği konuklarımız ve
On
judo
the right of that group there, the former president of the Turkish Judo Federation. It's nice when you've got the former president coming back, but sometimes things can get a little bit political, you know, and
yes.
you're no longer flavour of the month. But obviously things are nicely settled with the Turkish Judo Federation. Nice to see him along. Gazimov and Nikiforov were the bronze medal winners. Buzzacarini picked up the silver. It was Idir who walked away with the gold. Handshakes all round, which brings us neatly to the last of the weight categories. It's the plus 100 kilo category. The first of the bronze medals features Lukas Kopalek of the Czech Republic. He's up against Ushangi Kokauri of Azerbaijan. It'll be Kopalek in the white judogi, Kokauri in blue, the referee in the middle. But this one is Yevgeny Raklin of Russia.
The referee from Russia, Mr. Yevgeny Raklin.
Well, Kopalek started out the day as the #1 seed. Had a bit of a tumble against Vladut Simionescu of Romania in the quarter-final. That put him down in the repechage, where he had to get past Inal Tasoyev of Russia. That was a potentially really tough one. Anyway, he made it past Tasoyev, and now he faces Kokauri for the bronze medal. Kokauri, for his part, overcame Chen Shengming in the first round. Mircea Crători of Romania in round 2. Anton Kribovokov in the quarter-final. And then he lost out to Levani Matiashvili of Georgia in the semi-final. That put him in this bronze medal match. That's the tale of how these two got here.
Looks a bit like a pistol grip with his left hand, Kokauri.
Just hidden from our view at the moment. Well, probably, yeah. Just had a look there. Yes, it is. And Evgeny Raklin has also... Well, he's decided to dish out passivity penalties for both of them. And, oop, that was an odd one from Kokauri. He saw that Kopalek was tidying up his gi, and he went back, but he didn't tidy up his own, which then meant that the referee had to tell him tidy your gi up. So he's had his one. That's just careless.
He puts Kopalek really in the defense here.
Yep. Well, if Kopalek, if nothing develops from this, I'd be surprised if Kopalek doesn't pick up a penalty for just dropping there. He's under real pressure from Ushangi Kokauri, and he does pick up a penalty. He knows it as well.
So now we know Kopalek will speed up. He has to. But it's difficult for him. Kokauri, of course, really big fellow. And really strong with his grip. First, I wanted to say that most of the time when you see 100 kilo players, oh, here is the...
Yes, he does come up with a beautiful sumigashi, yeah.
Yes.
Good score. There was very little else that he could do from that position.
That's most of the time, that's the only thing Kopalek does. Fights himself into it on the left side and then makes the sumigashi. And Wazari scored.
The difficulty for Kopalek is that he's still got the 2 penalties on the board. So he can't afford an error. That will gift the contest to Kokauri. Like to finish it off.
Oh, yes, brilliant.
And he does.
Yes. Great Oso Dagari.
Caught Kokauri flat-footed. And once he got past that defence, over he went. Like felling timber, wasn't it? Over he went.
Good bronze medal. Bit of trouble in the beginning with Kumikata. And normally the judoka who come from the 100 kilo to the plus, they're better in Kumikata because Kumikata is a bigger thing in different categories than in the heavyweight section. But it was Kokauri who had the best Kumikata the first minute. And for me it was interesting to see what Kopalek could do with this, but this was really well, because he was still fighting for the sleeve. Kokouri was trying to get his overhand grip, and just at the moment that he's touching the back of Kropalik was already in with his left Osotogari. Look, here the hand goes from Kokouri. Here it comes, but that's the moment Kropalik makes the Osotogari.
Bizleri yalnız bırakmamanızı ve sporcularımızı hep birlikte kutlamanızı diliyoruz. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now about to start the last two contests of the third day of Antalya Grand-Prix 2019. Please stay with us while showing our...
That's good, and a good score also from Kropalik. Most of the time we see him score with Sumigashi. We see him win in the Newaza, and of course we see him winning when he's speeding up and getting his opponents in big problems with Shidos. But now we saw something else. Nice Osotogari.
We come now to the second of the bronze medal contests. David Moura of Brazil faces Vladut Simunescu of Romania. It'll be Moura in the white judogi, Simunescu in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is John Ramakos of the Netherlands. Sven Geest and I were chatting earlier about the super heavyweights, as we refer to them. They are plus 100 kilos. Exactly how much plus Mr. Simunescu is, we're not sure, because he maxed out the scale.
Yeah. So we know it's 150 plus. But I don't need a scale for that. If I look at him, I already know.
David Moura's got some nice movement at times.
Oh.
You may see it.
And started with some sort of beer hug situation, and well, that would be the last thing I want to do with Simunescu.
Especially as he's dumped a few people today.
Yes. But you saw that Simunescu gets into trouble when he's not capable of making his favorite grip with the hand, overhand grip over the back. If you just manage to keep him in front of you, then it's difficult for him to make an attack. Throws away a bit of tape, still there on the mat.
Here comes Moura now.
Yeah, so I think Moura takes a little bit of risk fighting so close to Simunescu. Launches his Uchimata.
Yeah, I think as long as he threatens Simunescu properly, and Simunescu has to defend against it, I think he's okay. If he goes half-hearted, he'll get clattered.
Yeah, and they already fought a few times. Had Moura, I think, the winner.
No chance
So
here.
oh, nice counter with Kouchi. Just getting Simunescu really close to his body, and then just made Kouchi. I like the style of David Moura. He's a real good judo player with a good Uchimata and a lot of different techniques he can score with. Going to the Ouchigari. I think
Maybe down on the side.
Oh.
Combination, what do you think?
I think it was a Wazari, because the side of Simunescu is really big. So I think this is the side.
Yeah.
Yes, they're going to...
There's a second effort in there after the...
I think it was side enough.
Yeah. There's the Uchimata.
With such a big fellow as Simunescu.
Then the Ouchigari, he just steps off it, but there's still the push down there on the side. And the arm right through as well. I like that for a score myself.
Yep, there it is, the Wazari.
So a little over 2 minutes left to go. Here comes Simeonescu. Big Koso to Gaki, and he brings down his man for Wazari.
And straight in the hold down. And that's what I said before. I think David Moura took too much risk every time, just fighting with Simeonescu, getting him so close. And he was, I think, still thinking of his Wazari, like, yes, okay, I have a Wazari on the board. That he wasn't, how do you say it, awake enough after this mate. Because Simeonescu didn't wait for the battle for the grips, but just launched himself into this big Koso to Gage, and then if there's like 160 or 170 kilo pushing to you, it's really difficult to defend.
Yeah, I get the feeling that what happened was he'd gone out there, David Moura, with the idea of closing that particular option for Simeonescu down. He didn't want him getting close, he didn't want him bear hugging him and wrapping his arms round. But after he'd scored the Wazari, there was that switch off, and that was when Simeonescu decided, I'm going to catch him off guard here, launched, because it was immediately that they came to grips after the Wazari score. So he probably just switched off a little bit with David Moura.
But it was also Simeonescu who changed the direction, because David Moura is a left-handed fighter, so he's aware of Simeonescu putting his right hand on the back of David Moura, but now he's completely on the other side.
The left hand on.
Yep. So he really catch them by surprise in the first second of when they walk towards each other after the mate.
Yeah. A clever work actually from Simeonescu. You know, you're Wazari down and you say, I'm going for this.
Yes.
Well planned.
Complete different side. So you can say whatever you want, but this man can do it on both sides, so that makes it a bit more dangerous. And if you're in a hold down with a guy like this, yeah, it's really difficult to get out of that situation.
We come now to the final of the plus 100 kilo category. Roy Meyer of the Netherlands faces Levani Matiashvili of Georgia. It'll be Meyer in the white judogi, Matiashvili in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Mathieu Bataille of France.
Matiashvili, only 25. I thought he was a lot older. And having a great week with this win in Tbilisi last week. Roy Meyer picked up a bronze medal there.
Welcome judoka in blue, representing Georgia, 2019 Tbilisi Grand-Prix winner, Levan Matiashvili. In white, representing the Netherlands, 2 times Grand-Prix winner, Roy Meyer.
Meyer's first to attack with a little Ashiwaza and then the Uchimata as well. Thought about the entry into the Sangaku, but maybe I'll leave that. Double lapel grip from Meyer. More to hold him off rather than to attack, but he does with a little Uchimata. Just gets his head up and puts another attack in, and saving himself the possibility of picking up any penalty, and it'll go to Matiashvili, who hasn't done a great deal within that first minute.
No, but it's now Roy Meyer who looks a bit defensive just because of his double lapel grip.
Yeah. Well, they both get it, which is probably fair. Matiashvili hadn't done a great deal. But just as I said, you know, if he just got his head up a little bit and put in one attack, he may have saved himself that.
That was a real aggressive start of the final. Roy Meyer just started with with the Satse and with the Uchimata, but now it's Matiashvili who's fighting himself into this final. And I think it's Roy Meyer who looks a little bit defensive, but only in the way he's standing. He's standing a bit bent over. Martin Arens also tells Roy Meyer, open up a little bit. It's okay if you have the double lapel grip pushing him down, but then if you make your attack, open it up again.
Again, just needs to be a little bit more upright. I've changed the grips around if I were Roy.
Yeah, but this is good. You know, every time when he has this double lapel grip, just putting a lot of power on Matiashvili. He doesn't want to stand too open because Matiashvili is of course really dangerous with his haragoshis, with his hip throws.
Makikomi as well.
Yes, and so I think it's a good tactic of Roy Meyer. But when he does something, he has to like open up with his elbows or something. Another Seonage attempt by Roy Meyer. And for some reason I feel the danger of Matiashvili. Yeah, he's not doing quite a lot, but you feel that he's searching for that one chance of launching one of his big throws. And Roy Meyer always looks a bit scared for it. Another shoulder attack, shoulder throw attack. Stretching his wrists a little bit. Oh, that was really close. In the last second, that would be a finish. In the last second, making a big score with his Satse.
Nice movement from the big fella.
Really nice movement. And that's what he did. Opened up now, so he pushes Matiashvili all the way down all the time, because he knows if he doesn't put on the pressure of Matiashvili, that he's really dangerous with his big attacks. But now he opened up with the Satse.
Good grip here from Matiashvili. Decides to change it. And there has another little stab at the...
I think that's enough.
Close.
I think that was the Wazari.
Yep.
And it's the gold medal for the Netherlands, for Roy Meyer. And I think the mistake Matiashvili was by changing from a completely different stance.
Yeah, there was just enough there to bring Matiashvili down onto his side. He wanted to kind of bounce back off it, did Matiashvili, but it was a little bit too late. He does do a bit of a dance. Well, we were expecting it.
Well, one thing's for sure, he's a showman, and a lot of people like it.
Well, we said that there'd be 2 people dancing if Roy Mayer won the plus 100 kilo category. One of them would be Roy Mayer, the other would be Dennis van der Geest. So we haven't
well,
seen
I missed that part of your story. Maybe it was when the microphone was off, but
yeah,
it was just enough for Wazari, and
good effort, isn't it? Look.
Good effort, open it up, just what I said, and here he falls just on his side, so no doubt about that. That's a Wazari. The only thing I did not understand is why Matiashvili just changed complete direction.
These are the highlights of this final contest on the screen. Once again, you can see the victory of Roy Mayer, the Netherlands. Levan Matiashvili of Georgia takes silver medal. Dear spectators,
we come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the plus 78 kilo category.
The medals will be presented by the Vice President of the Azerbaijan Judo Federation, Mr. Sadik Sadigov. Bronze medalists are
the medals are being presented by the Vice President of the Azerbaijan Judo Federation, Mr. Sadik Sadikov. The first of the bronze medals goes to Yasmin Kulbs of Germany. There's a bronze medal also for Kyra Seyat of Turkey. Silver medal goes to Beatrice Souza of Brazil. The gold medal goes to Irina Kinzerska of Azerbaijan.
prize money and the flowers will be presented by the Vice President of the Turkish Judo Federation.
Para ödülü ve çiçekler Türkiye Judo Federasyonu Başkan Yardımcısı Sayın Murat Şahin tarafından takdim ediliyor.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Azerbaijan.
And now the national anthem of Azerbaijan.
Thank you very much. Now, family picture.
Şimdi VIP konuklarımız ve judo kadarla aile fotoğrafı çekimi. Please applaud all the medalists. Lütfen tüm madalya kazanan sporcularımızı alkışlayalım.
Kilves and Sayet were the bronze medalists. Souza took the silver, and it was Kinzerska who took the gold medal. We've got a highlights package to bring you before we bring you the last of the awarding ceremonies. That will be the plus 100 kilo category. Take a look at this.
Dear spectators, before we start the last awarding ceremony, you can see the highlights of today's final block on the screen.
Hanımefendiler ve efendiler, birazdan son madalya törenimize başlayacağız. Törenimizden önce final bloğundaki maçlarımızın seçilmiş görüntülerini ekrandan izleyebilirsiniz.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the plus 100 kilo category.
Şimdi erkekler 100 kilogram üzeri kategorisi için madalya törenine başlıyoruz.
The medals will be presented by referee assessor of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Carlo Knustor.
The medals are being presented by the International Judo Federation refereeing assessor, Mr. Carlo Knustor. And the first of the bronze medals goes to Vladu Simulescu of Romania. There's a bronze medal also for Lucas Kopalik of the Czech Republic. Silver medal goes to Levani Matiashvili of Georgia. A gold medal goes to Roy Mayer of the Netherlands, the Dancing King.
Prize money and the flowers will be presented by advisor to the president of the Turkish Judo Federation.
Well, no doubt that he had a terrific day.
Yes, flexible in the hips, and yeah, we saw that with the dancing moves, but also with this really nice throwing technique in the final.
Well, with this win, Roy will leapfrog his teammate, King Grohl.
Yes, yeah, I think 700 points or something.
Yeah,
for
on the
Grand
IJF
Prix
World
win.
ranking list, so he'll go from 16 to 9, I think. 9 or 8 even. Grohl is at 10. And now the national anthem of the Netherlands.
Thank you very much. Family picture with VIP St.
Simionescu and Kapalik were the bronze medalists. Matiashvili took the silver. It was Roy Mayer who ended up with the gold medal. 14 gold medals were presented here over these 3 days. 14 different countries shared in those gold medals. That's all the live action that we've got for you from Antalya. It's been my absolute pleasure to be sitting alongside Dennis van der Geest. Join us again next month when we bring you more judo on the IJF World Circuit. We'll be in Baku for the Grand Slam. From Dennis van der Geest and myself,
Goodbye for now, and we will see you in the near future.
take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.